Are you still wearing these? Or still buying them? Yes, it's my shapewear. Today I'm going to share with you 10 items that I no longer wear or buy. The first is shapewear. I no longer wear shapewear because I no longer wear dresses or skirts that need shapewear. I used to have quite a few figure-hugging dresses and skirts that needed my shapewear. These days, I guess I just care about comfort more. I must admit, I never really liked wearing shapewear. I didn't like the feeling of being so constricted, and it can be really hot because it's highly synthetic. I think this is my last bodycon piece that I own. It's just a little black skirt. I have given away all my bodycon dresses and skirts that I previously owned. I didn't feel comfortable wearing them anymore, and I thought at my age, no, I don't really like to say that, but yes, at my age, I did think that the whole bodycon thing was a little bit over. I think my days of the bodycon were finished. So goodbye to shapewear. If I need it, I have enough. I'm also not buying high heels anymore, particularly stilettos. I have enough of those if I need them as well. So I'm not actually buying only flats because I'm petite, I'm short, and flats don't flatter me. But I am buying a lower heel, 2 inches, 3 would be maximum, and I'm wearing lots of sneakers in cooler weather. A couple of years ago, I twisted my ankle. No, I wasn't wearing these. I was actually barefoot around the house, believe it or not, but sometimes that's how it happens. Anyway, that made me realize I do have a bit of a weakness in my right ankle. So I thought it might be time to get the heels down now. So once again, comfort is winning out, but it's not just about comfort, it's about being practical as well. I'm a little bit more mindful than I used to be, but having said all that, I'm still wearing really stylish shoes. Going back to undergarments, I'm no longer buying or wearing bras that have wire in them unless it's a strapless bra. When it comes to a strapless bra, I haven't been able to find any that are great without the wire underneath them. But for regular bras, t-shirt bras, etc., no more underwire. I just found it really dug into my ribs and I found it very uncomfortable. And I found fantastic bras that they just don't need the wire. There's so many great bras around today. Unless you really like underwire bras, there's lots of options out there. The other type of bras I'm not buying these days are colored bras or printed bras. I'm pretty much only buying nude or flesh colored bras lately. I have got some black ones, but that's about it actually. And I'm also not buying lacy bras or anything too fussy. I'm keeping my undergarments pretty streamlined, pretty simple these days, but the fit is still really important to me. It's super important. And I'm tending not to buy big bags or bigger bags anymore, handbags. This is the last bigger bag that I bought, which was several years ago now. I've had good wear out of it. One of the reasons I stopped using bigger bags was I realized I didn't need them. I didn't need all this size in a bag because I would just fill it up with stuff. I would fill it up with stuff and I would struggle to find my purse or my wallet or my phone. They were always right down the bottom and I couldn't get them in a hurry. And there was just so much stuff in there that I didn't need and it was weighing me down. If I was going out for an extended period, say several hours in a shopping centre, sometimes the weight of the bag would be pulling on my shoulder and wasn't really good for my spine. For everyday use, I find an across the body bag really fantastic. I'm hands-free. It takes that stress off the shoulder. And when I'm popping out just to do a few errands, I don't need a big bag. I probably never did need a big bag. This type of across the body bag, like my favorite Mimco one with the zips and compartments, it does me just fine. I can fit most of my essentials or all of my essentials in there. When it comes to swimwear, I do own a few pairs of one piece, but these days I'm tending to buy these rash vests, as I call them. I really don't know what they're called anywhere else. I've always called them rash vests. I think that term comes from surfers wearing rash vests. This one's only got a short sleeve, but you can get longer sleeves. And I buy the separate bottoms. These aren't matching. I buy these individual pieces from Target. I think they do great swimwear, Target. The reason I switched over is obviously I don't have to put as much block out on. These give me a lot better sun protection, and I really like the idea you can buy a separate size top to a bottom. You can mix and match, and I like that idea. And I'm no longer buying or wearing false eyelashes. I've never really loved false eyelashes because they never really loved me. I didn't like the way they felt. They're quite heavy on my eyes and I was always quite conscious that they were there. But the main problem for me is the glue. I'm quite sensitive to all those glues that are used for false eyelashes, and I just don't think it's okay to mess around with your eyes. I was getting a lot of irritation. For some reason, I thought I'd start up again and wear them again, and I bought some magnetic ones. When I got them home, I thought, hang on, I think I've tried these. Yeah, about a year ago, I bought another brand of magnetic ones. The ones I'd bought previously didn't work. I thought these ones might be better. They're not. They didn't work. And I thought, give it up, girl. You are just not meant for false eyelashes. I don't really care enough, to be honest, either. When I go out these days, I only wear minimal mascara. And in the daytime, to do what I do, because I'm retired, why would I need to wear false eyelashes? Maybe to do a YouTube video, but even for that, I don't bother. I did wear false eyelashes for an evening, not always, but quite often to go out of an evening. I did wear singles. Now the singles are much more time consuming, I think, to put on, but for me they looked a little bit more, shall I say, natural, which, isn't that an oxymoron? Natural false eyelashes. That time when I was wearing false eyelashes, I was living in a city environment and going out to quite dressy places sometimes, but I'm back in my smaller town, my resort town, and it's pretty casual here, so I don't really have a need for them and I don't like them. When it comes to eye makeup, the other thing that I'm not going to be buying are these multi-palettes with multi-shades in them like this, because I only ever use 1, 2, 3 at the very most. Then I run out of that shade, but I don't want to have to buy a whole palette just to get that one shade unless I'm really in love with it. And I've never found an eyeshadow that I'm that in love with. For eyeshadow, I only wear neutral shades. I don't wear any bright colors or strong colors on my eyelids. And I wear a warm neutral shade and a fairly light shade. So that kind of narrows it down. I don't need 10 or 20 in a palette. I'm not going to use them. These are Rimmel, by the way. I don't mind their eyeshadows. I wouldn't say they're the best, but they're okay. The other thing with this palette is most of them are frosted. I don't wear frosted eyeshadow either. That's something I don't wear because it just highlights my wrinkles. I'm going to be looking just to buy single eyeshadow colors or maybe the 4-pack. I've seen some with just 4 shades in them. One thing I don't need is any more dark browns. All these palettes I'm showing you, and I've got more, I've got so many dark brown shades. The only place I wear a darker shade is out here on the corner, and I don't wear it super dark. And I don't think I'll be buying any more skinny jeans. This is the last pair I own. I've kept one pair because I do quite like the fit of these, and occasionally they do work with a long cardigan or a duster over them, worn casually. These days I might not wear a skinny jean with a high heel and wear it as an evening pair of jeans. I don't think so. I think like a lot of us, I'm finished with skinny jeans. Never say never, but I can't see myself buying another pair. I'm definitely not buying anything that's a really big fashion fad. Now I remember I looked at the combat boots when they were super on trend, and the combat boots were really on trend for about 2 to 3 seasons. Ladies were wearing them with dresses, with absolutely everything. You know, the big chunky lace-up boots. They were mostly black to start with, and then they came out in beiges and white. I saw lots of white, but I knew that they wouldn't suit me. Being petite, being 5'3", and it's 5'3" or 5'4" and under is petite. I knew being petite, they just weren't going to flatter me. And I also live in a subtropical climate. I wouldn't get a lot of wear out of them. Now, the last time I saw a pair in a store was in Kmart, which is the equivalent to America's Walmart, and they were on sale. They're on sale for like $15. And when you see something like that on sale in Walmart or in Kmart in Australia, you know it's on the way out. They're not exactly fashion forward. So I didn't buy the combat boots. I was a bit tempted, but I'm glad I didn't, because I know I wouldn't have worn them. That's not to say that a trend might come along, and I'm fully aware that it is a trend, and I might personally love it. Absolutely love it, and it might suit my body shape and my style, and I might jump in. But generally speaking, I steer away from really hot trends. I don't think I'm going to be buying any more printed rock t-shirts. I don't think so. Not for a while anyway. I've got enough. That's Stevie, and I've got Pink Floyd here. one of my favorite bands ever. And this one's the Grateful Dead, and really honestly, I've never worn this one. It's too big for me. It's really big. It was their 1974 tour of the Grateful Dead. I do wear them, but not as much as my plain tees. I like my Back to the Gypsy as it was Stevie Nicks one, because these colours in here, these warm sort of shades, almost like, well, they are autumn shades, they go back with quite a bit in my wardrobe. Yeah, I have enough. I have enough printed rock t-shirts. I definitely have enough. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye bye now. Enjoy your day.